My name is Cassie Summers. Welcome to the Curious Universe podcast. Did you ever take a possibility and turn it into an answer? Let's explore. Let's explore in the Curious Universe, because this is something I noticed I did for a really long time, and it was creating such a limitation in my life. So I wanted to explore it here with you so you could have more freedom in your life to have something greater. So answers is always when something stops, right? So if you have the answer to something, it kind of solidifies and the energy stops. That's why you never want to take a possibility and turn it into an answer, because what you've done is you've stopped the flow of energy and you've stopped more possibilities showing up, because possibilities actually generate more possibilities. The more possibilities show up and the more you choose, more possibilities will show up. If you come to an answer, then everything stops. You've had an answer, you've got the answer stops there. Now, let's take an example of where this could show up in your life, and then you might start to go, okay, I see what you're talking about. So let's say, so let's take money, because I love talking about money and it's always a hot topic for people. Let's say you're looking at okay, what would it take for more money to show up, for my income to increase, for whatever, okay? You're asking this question and you start to get a sense of a possibility. Maybe it's a job or a side hustle you could do to increase your income. In that first moment, it's just a possibility. It's oh, that's a possibility. Now, if you were going to follow the possibility thread, you would start to ask more questions. But here's what I see a lot of people do. Is they go, oh, that's a possibility. Oh my God, this is the answer I have been waiting for. And then they stop asking questions. And they stop looking at, they don't even go, is this the greatest possibility? They go, this is the answer to my problem. This is going to solve my problem. And then the energy actually stops the moment they come into that conclusion. And funny enough, more often than not, what started as a possibility never comes to fruition. And we wonder, why did that not work out? I found the answer. Why didn't this work out? Because you found an answer rather than following the threads of possibility. So let's take it the other way. Okay. So I'm asking the question, what would it take for me to have more money in my life? And then I'm oh, I could do this side hustle. Oh, I could get this kind of job. Oh, I could sell this. Oh, I wonder what. And I just kind of playing with all these possibilities, right? And then I start to go, whoa, this was super, super light. Okay, so what would my life be like if I chose this? And you start to get a sense of, does your life get bigger? Does your life get smaller? If it's more expansive, then that's what will get created if you choose it. In this scenario, it gets greater and you're oh my gosh, all right, I'm going to choose this. And then you keep asking questions. Okay, so what action do I need to take to actualize this right away? And where do we need to go? Who do we need to talk to? And you're in this exploration. Now, nowhere did I go, okay, this is the one thing that is going to rule them all. This is the one thing that's is the answer to my prayers, right? Because this might be 1 in 15 possibilities. I might follow this thread and then it opens up a door to a different possibility that has nothing to actually do with this. I meet someone And then they tell me about this other thing, and I completely let this possibility go. And now I'm diving into this other arena, continuously following the threads of possibility, continuously asking questions, and continuously in the play and the curiosity. That's when your life will continuously grow, and you will continuously pull in and magnetize more and more possibilities for what you're looking to create in your life. The answers are the death of possibilities. It's where possibility goes to die, essentially. So look at that for you. So here's the money scenario, but let's get curious. Are there places where you're looking for an answer? You're like, I don't want to explore. I want the answer. It could be something to do with your body. Like, oh, I would love to, shed some weight, or I'd love to build some muscle, or I'd love to put on some weight, or I'd love to increase my flexibility. I don't know, whatever's going on. I'd love to get out of pain. Okay. Oh, that's actually a good one. Let's follow that thread, because a lot of people are having body pain right now. So you're looking for, what's the possibility of me having a pain-free body? That's a totally different question than what's the thing that's going to solve this so I don't have pain anymore? That's you looking for an answer. What is going to solve this? That's it. You're always looking for an answer, because a problem requires an answer. Okay. A possibility requires a possibility. So there's the possibility of a pain-free body. That's a possibility. It's not an answer. And to have that possibility, you have to draw in more possibilities. If you're trying to solve a problem, you often are looking for an answer to your problem. But if a problem was just a possibility in disguise, you could just use that to magnetize more possibility into your world. So what if the pain in your body was a possibility for awareness, was a possibility for something greater, was a possibility for you to step into something new? And you could magnetize more possibility into your world if you weren't looking for the answer. And now the side effect is that the pain's going to probably go away. If you're looking for the answer of I need this pain to stop, I have a problem, there's pain. What's the answer to this? Okay, maybe I'll use this kind of medication. Maybe I'll get and that's what, you go to the doctor and they're going to give you answers. And often their answers don't even make sense if you are a crazy humanoid and ever gone there and been like, this doesn't work. They don't know, feeling like they don't actually know you, or they're not actually intuitively with your body. I'm not saying there aren't doctors that are like that, and thank goodness there are. But a lot of doctors they read a book of problems and they have a list of answers. So where are you living your life with a book of problems and you're looking for a list of answers, as though that's going to create your life? That's going to conclude your life. It's going to solidify your life. It's not going to expand your life into something more possible than you ever imagined. So where are these secret places that you're actually looking for answers, or creating answers in your life, or taking a beautiful possibility and going, that's the answer? The moment you do that, you have just limited what was possible. This is the answer. That person could be the answer. Maybe you've been asking for a partner to show up, a playmate, someone to live your life with. And then you meet someone and you're like, oh my God, they have all the elements I've been asking for. Do you go, this is the answer? Of course, you wouldn't say this is the answer. You'd be like, this is the one. But what you're really saying is, this is the answer. He's the answer. They're the answer. She's the answer. Rather than, wow, this is a possibility. What would it create if I chose this possibility? Different kind of energy there, huh? And where else are you doing this? Maybe it's like a job. Maybe you're like, oh, I'd like a job, and you're like playing with creation. You're like, I'd like all these elements, and then a job pops up. Do you go into question, or do you go, oh, this is the answer? Because what if there's like 10,000 jobs that could show up? What if you kept exploring and kept playing with that possibility and ask a million more questions? Because a million more questions will just give you a million more beautiful possibilities. It's like it attracts more possibility into your life. Even if you choose that first thing that pops up, you're like, oh my goodness, it's so light to choose this. I'm going to choose this. But again, it doesn't stop there. It keeps going, because maybe you're only choosing it for 3 months. Maybe you're only choosing it for a couple years. Maybe you're choosing it for a day. And it will always show you what else is possible. And you get to start living in what else is possible, what else is possible. But when you live in answer, conclusion, you cannot function from what else is possible. It's like the ante of it. Does that make sense? Like you are going, here's a question, here's an answer. Here's a question, here's an answer. That is a completely different universe than, oh, what else is possible? And what else is possible? And what else is possible? So everywhere you've been taking possibilities and turning them into answers that stop you from actualizing the possibilities that are truly available to you, will you destroy and create that, please? Here's the Access Conscious Clearing Statement. Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all named shorts, boys, POVADs, and beyonds. If you're new to the show, you may not have heard that before. You can go to theclearingstatement.com for more information on it. We always have a link in the description below. Basically, it's just a magic wand. It clears out energy. So what if you were willing to have infinite possibilities and never the answer? and that, depending on like how you live your life, that might feel really like difficult or foreign or frustrating, or there's resistance, or maybe that is really exciting and joyful and you're curious about playing in that arena. You could just try it for a day. You don't have to commit to it. You could just play. What if I spent one day in the belief, or not the belief, in the choice of what else is possible, in the choice of possibility, in the choice of no answer, to not look for an answer all day long to anything. Like what would I like to have for dinner, and not look for an answer? What's the possibility that shows up? And then what possibility will I choose? It's a completely different way to live. I hope this contributed to you in some way. Please share this around the world if you enjoyed this show. I'm truly so grateful for everyone that's reached out to me about the podcast and told me what a contribution it's been. So thank you for being here, and we'll see you in the next show. Bye for now. Thank you for exploring the curious universe with me. Your curiosity matters. And what if together we could create a greater, more curious world?